Hey guys, what's up? This is Paladin, and welcome to part 2 of the Slammy Awards of 2014, where I review the second half of the awards, which are actually the awards that took place on Raw and not the online awards. You know, if you missed the first part, then there should be an annotation on the screen to where you can watch the first part, which are all the online rewards. Anyways, continuing on, going on with the actual rewards that actually took place on a show. This includes some of the pre-shows as well. So now we have the Tell Me You Did Not Just Say That Insult of the Year. I didn't know that this was an award. And since these are not the online rewards, they're not all presented by WWE.com, so they actually have presenters. So this one was presented by Booker T and Renee Young. And the nominees are Chris Jericho insults the authority after Stephanie McMahon's arrest. Paul Heyman raps on John Cena. Nikki Bella tells Brie Bella that she wished she died in the womb. Ouch. The Rock insults Rusev and Lana on Raw. Now, you know, it's pretty obvious that The Rock was going to kind of win this. Now, personally, I actually didn't see this episode of Raw. The reason I say that The Rock's going to win, this award is because it's The Rock. People are just going to be like, oh, it's The Rock. It was funny. Anything The Rock pretty much says is typically funny. Let's just make him win. That being said, I don't have a problem with him winning. I just don't remember the episode, nor do I think I even watched it. But anyways, the WWE Tag Team of the Year, which was presented by Renee Young, actually for these next three, including this one, they're all presented by Renee Young, so I'm not going to mention her anymore now. But anyways, the Usos, Gold and Stardust, Los Matadores with El Torito, Slater Gator, and The Miz and Damien Mizdow. The Usos won because they held the championships for quite a while, at least in my opinion. That's why they won, and it's understandable. I mean, I like the Usos, so that's cool. Gold and Stardust probably came really close, though, to winning, and The Miz and Damien Mizdow are just really funny and entertaining, so I'd imagine they had some votes as well. Breakout Star of the Year, we have Lana and Rusev, Roman Reigns, Paige, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose won this one. However, Paige probably would have had a chance if it wasn't for the fact that WWE has put her on this declining slope for the longest time now. It's like, what the hell? Like, she came out, she was awesome, and then after about half the time she's been here this year, she's lost, like, every match, nearly. So yeah, I think she's actually appeared on Superstars a couple of times now. So that's a very bad decline. WWE, what are you doing with your fucking talent? Anyways, so Seth Rollins was also close to winning this. Not surprising. Roman Reigns, why? Anyways, there's going to be another rant down the line on this video about him. But anyways, I think you guys know where I'm getting at. Dean Ambrose won this award, and I could not be any happier because, well, Dean Ambrose is fucking awesome, and he's actually probably, besides Ziggler, one of my favorite modern-era superstars right now that CM Punk isn't, here, and Daniel Bryan hasn't really been wrestling for a while. So I kind of don't count people that aren't here anymore or have been injured for a very long, at least a good amount of time throughout the year. Hashtag of the year, we have RKO out of nowhere, Occupy Raw, Moscow Moose Knuckle. Why could I not pronounce Moscow? Anyways, Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Repeat. I kind of botched saying that. Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Repeat. Anyways, $9.99 as well. So these are all the hashtags. And RKO out of nowhere won. Not surprising. It was hilarious. All those vines are pretty fucking funny. I'm actually kind of surprised, though, that, Eat, Sleep, Suplex, Repeat didn't win because it was rather catchy. Maybe it's just because some people don't like Brock Lesnar. Personally, I love Brock Lesnar, but, that's just me. He kicked John Cena's ass at SummerSlam and pretty much nearly did the same thing at, Night of Champions. So, yeah, personally, I don't care too much for Night of Champions because they suddenly made John Cena come back out of nowhere. What? Anyways, How do you take an ass beating at SummerSlam like that and not have barely any offense, and then at Night of Champions suddenly have some offense and actually nearly win the match at the end? That was completely stupid. Anyways, I'm fine with that match because, to be honest, Night of Champions was a better match. It was overall. I think I gave it a better rating as well. It's just that match, it didn't make sense to me. I think at the time as well, I said that it didn't make sense because John Cena had way more offense than he did, but that's a little rant getting out of the way now. I'm getting off topic. We only have a couple more, though. Well, several more awards left, though, already as it is, though, so it's not that bad. Anyways, so this is awesome moment of the year. This one was actually presented by Seth Green. I'm sorry. These are when the presenters actually start changing up. We have Sting debuts to help Team Cena and to defeat Team Authority at Survivor Series. The Yes Movement occupies Raw. Stephanie McMahon that's a typo. Stephanie McMahon gets arrested and taken away on Raw. Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Steve Austin meet at WrestleMania 30. Honestly, two of these are really, really awesome. That includes the Yes Movement and Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Steve Austin. Gotta love telemarketers. So, sorry about that small interruption, guys. I am back. Anyways, the Hulk Hogan, Rock, and Steve Austin meet at WrestleMania 30, and the Yes Movement could have probably taken this award, but I definitely think that Sting debuting in the WWE and helping out Team Cena and giving Ziggler, technically speaking, the win over the entire, well, not entire, but the three other people on, Team Authority that was such a great moment. It really put Ziggler over as well, too, so I'm really happy with it. Surprise return of the year was presented by John Laurinaitis. Really? Anyways, Ultimate Warrior returns to the WWE at the 2014 Hall of Fame induction ceremony at WrestleMania 30. Hulk Hogan returns as guest host of WrestleMania 30. Batista returns on Raw. The Rock returns to interrupt Rusev and Lana. It's pretty obvious Ultimate Warrior coming back was a big deal, so he won that award. Not surprising. Very sad that he died as well, almost several days to about a month-ish. No. It was about a week, or it might have been a week or two afterwards. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but yeah, that was a very sad moment, so I'm not surprised that he won. The OMG Shocking Moment of the Year, presented by Santino. Brock Lesnar defeats The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. Why am I even going to announce off the rest of these? Whatever. Anyway, so Seth Rollins turns on the Shield. Bray Wyatt's choir surrounds Cena. Still ring, still cage. I don't even care about these other ones. Brock Lesnar defeated The Undertaker, fucking won, okay? And it's pretty obvious why it won. I made a rant video on that. Still pretty pissed about it. I don't really have a grudge against Brock Lesnar anymore because of the whole him beating the shit out of John Cena thing and taking his championship away from him, because I'm tired of seeing John Cena as champion. But that moment, he didn't fucking deserve it, but I don't want to rant too much in this video, but yeah, he won that award, so hooray. Anyways, so WWE Diva of the Year presented by Jerry Lawler. That's pretty fucking funny, honestly, all the times. Look, JR, puppies. But anyways, those of you that are WWE fans, you guys know what I'm talking about. So Paige, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and AJ Lee had the opportunity to win this award, and AJ Lee won it. So she won the award, and pretty obvious that she was going to win the award. I mean, she's the one that has pretty much been cutting the most promos, winning the most matches, been the Diva of the Year, as the reward says. So that's pretty much how that went down. So it's not very surprising. So yeah, I'm happy that she won the award. No comments really on that one so far as any of the other ones for the most part, unless I actually have given a comment on them. But anyways, so next up, LOL Moment of the Year presented by Adam Rose. Why? Okay. Anyway, so Mr. T thanks his mother at the 2014 Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Why did you guys put that on here? That's rude. I'm not going to lie. I think after a while, people thought it was kind of funny because he was supposed to come out there and, I think he was just supposed to talk about him getting presented, but instead of that, he talked about his mother for, I think, nearly 30 minutes. So, yeah, who knows how long that speech actually really is. Anyways, so then we have Vicki Girl throw Stephanie McMahon into a pool of putting. We have El Torito versus Hornswoggle in a WLC match at Extreme Rules. And then we have Damien Mizdow as the Miz Stunts double. Yeah, Damien Mizdow won this. Pretty obvious, pretty fucking funny. He's still doing the funny stuff, so I can see that happening for a while. And it's great that Mizdow. It's great that Sandow, is getting a lot of attention now, because I don't understand that. I'm pretty sure it was last year, had a match with Cena. It was a title match because he had the briefcase at the time, and that was a great match. It really showed that Damien could have a great match. And WWE just decided to, throw his fucking spotlight out of the water, and yeah. Anyways, I think I actually made a video on that all that time ago. I think I actually talked about WWE, being stupid for suddenly making Damien, irrelevant. But anyways, next up we have Match of the Year presented by Ricky Steamboat, which is actually pretty cool. Daniel Bryan versus Batista versus Randy Orton in a triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That is still a stupid fucking name at WrestleMania 30. The Shield versus Evolution in a 6-man tag match at... Whoops, I hit my mic. In a 6-man tag match at Extreme Rules. Then we have John Cena versus Bray Wyatt in a last man standing match at Payback. And then we have Team Cena versus Team Authority. See, it's funny because Brock Lesnar and Undertaker aren't even on this list, and that's because WrestleMania 30 did not have a very good Undertaker match at all. It was more so an ass beating, so yeah, not a great match at all. So it's not very surprising that it's not on this list. Usually Undertaker wins this award, but anyways, moving on though, Team Cena won. Not surprising. It was a really, really good match, especially for the fact that Ziggler held on for that long. So I really, really adore that match. And you guys, if you haven't seen it yet, you should totally watch it. Great, great match. Down to the last two, we have Extreme Moment of the Year, which was presented by Rob Van Dam. So that's some pretty interesting stuff right there. And the nominees are Seth Rollins curb stomps Dean Ambrose through cinder blocks on Raw. Kane hits Daniel Bryan with a tombstone pile driver. Where are all these I'm reading it from Wikipedia, okay, and there's a lot of fucking typos, which is why I'm getting tongue twisted here and there. He pile drives, Daniel Bryan on the floor, steel steps, and the announce table on Raw. Brock Lesnar hits 16 German suplexes on John Cena at SummerSlam. Chris Jericho hits a crossbody on Bray Wyatt from the top of a steel cage on Raw. Yeah, that's the crossbody one, and it's pretty obvious why that one. Not too much to really talk about there. It's a pretty awesome moment, so pretty happy with that winning. And now we have the heavily argued, award, which was presented by Booker T, Superstar of the Year. Why? Okay, so okay then. Let me back up a second here. Take a deep breath. The nominees are Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, and Bray Wyatt. Roman Reigns won this. You gave it to a guy that hasn't wrestled for probably more than half the year at this point. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Let me explain to you three people on this list that deserve it a lot more. I'd say probably Brock Lesnar, especially Brock Lesnar. We have Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and I'm going to argue Daniel Bryan just to appease some people, make some people happy. But, I said 3, but I extended it to 4 because of Daniel Bryan. It's just that Daniel Bryan hasn't really been here for most of the year. I think, for the majority of the year. So it's kind of hard to even mention him in this list because, well, he hasn't really done much. So I don't, it's called Superstar of the Year. This is putting more emphasis on Roman Reigns, being the person to win the award. This is fucking stupid. Roman Reigns barely had any good matches this year. He had a couple of them, and that was about it. Then, we have Dean Ambrose, who has been in a ton of matches this year, and while he may have not won a bunch of them, or barely any of them, he puts on a great fucking show, and he's a really great wrestler. So it's like, what the hell? And then we don't need John Cena to win this award again because he's won it twice in a row, I think, at one point. So, no. Seth Rollins, he's been feuding with Dean Ambrose every time he has a match. It's such a great match. And he's won most of his matches this year, if I remember off the top of my head. And then we have Daniel Bryan. Again, I already talked about him. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's an okay wrestler. It's just he's been gone for a little bit too as well, from what I remember. And it's just, I don't know. I'm a little iffy with that, with him being on the list. He's definitely a really good promo person. He's really good at cutting promos. But now some of you are probably already saying, "You're a hypocrite. Why would you say Brock Lesnar? He's a part-timer." Well, let's look at what Brock Lesnar has done this year. He beat the streak, which, again, he doesn't deserve it, but he beat the streak. He beat John Cena at SummerSlam and brutalized him. And he also, technically, kind of speaking, beat him at, he retained the title at Night of Champions. I don't think he's had any other matches besides those 3. He may have had 4. I can't remember the other one then. But those accomplishments right there are enough to make him Superstar of the Year. He defeated the streak. That thing right there alone puts him really high up there for a contender of this award. And Dean Ambrose, like I already said, Seth Rollins I've already explained. Back to Roman Reigns, he hasn't been here for nearly more than half the year. And again, I've already said he hasn't really had that many great matches this year. Now, granted, I heard that he's been taking some speaking lessons, that way he can get better at cutting promos, but cutting promos and wrestling are obviously 2 different things. And while I will admit when he came back during, I believe it was Survivor Series, and cut his promo via satellite, it was a great promo. It does seem as if he took some, acting lessons, some speaking lessons, whatever he took as, training, and he got better at it. Now, all he needs to do is kind of improve his in-ring performance, because it seems as if the only good moments that he has are at the end of the match and not consistently throughout the match. So that's just my personal opinion. Do I think Roman Reigns is going to be a champion very soon? Most likely, I'd say probably by WrestleMania 31, to be honest, because that seems what's going to be the thing that's going to likely happen. But, no, it's ridiculous. I don't see why WWE is forcing Roman Reigns down our throat here. It's quite ridiculous, to be completely honest with you. But, ranting out of the way, this video, I think on this, it's been like 5 minutes. I've been talking about the last Superstar, the last award for about 5 minutes now. Apologies that this went on for a while, guys. I'm sorry that it turned into a couple of rants if you, didn't like that. But if you agreed with my opinions, then let me know. Like the video, go ahead and leave a comment. Also, as well, if you feel like leaving one, tell me how you felt about the review and the Slammy Awards in general. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.